What it do, what it do. Welcome to another episode of Snake Cinema Podcast, episode 99. Oh my
Whoop,
gosh,
whoop,
we
whoop,
almost
whoop,
at
whoop, whoop.
100.
Damn, let's
We
go.
almost at 100. I can't
Mhm.
believe it. It's been that many episodes.
Hell yeah.
Yes,
Dope.
super excited. I'm your host, Prince Elias, and next to me is my bro, the Prophet.
Thank you for with us. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, and behind backstage, we got the baddest DJ in the
Oh,
land, Keisha Keisha.
and we got the homie Onyx. He was saying what's up.
Onyx,
All right.
yeah. Thanks for chilling with us, Onyx.
That's my sidekick.
Today is going to be a great episode. This whole month is going to be great because it is finally spooky season. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Halloween time.
My favorite time of the
Yes.
year. I love Halloween.
Mine too. Mine too. I can My favorite holiday. I'm so excited. Um, it's gonna be great. So all month long, it's gonna be originals versus remakes. Today we doing the Exorcist. So super, super excited. But before we do all of that, let's do merch shout out for today.
I'll start it off. Starting with the top. That's just a shout out to all of y'all, man, because we appreciate y'all. That's for everybody. That's the whole everybody. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
what tastes better than sushi? I'm not going to answer that. I'll let the homie Reptiles answer that. Just hit him up. He'll tell you what the answer is. Shout out to the Red Line Shipping and my homie Billy B Exotics. This is for my burgers. This is for my burgers. The rest of the burger gang is right here. You know, me and Wizzy Wonder. You know what I'm saying? But, we got love for the Glizzy Gang. My babes in the Glizzy Gang. My broskies Glizzy Gang. DJ Honorary Glizzy Gang member. Lil Bro Glizzy Gang. Glizzy Gang Commander
Yeah.
K Jizzle. Appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Yes.
Twinkle, twinkle.
Yes. Glizzy gang.
Haha.
And I'm continuing my Disney boycott. So
Let's go.
fuck them
Let's
for right
do
now. But I'm going to continue to support small businesses who make Disney products. So we got
Yeah.
Kings of the Castle. Follow them on Instagram, Kings at the Castle. And then there's an artist known as Super Mega Dopey Dope. He always mash up villains with princesses, which is what I love. So
Make
I
it dope.
got the Jafar and Jasmine shirt. So I'm going to continue to shout out independent artists who might also use Disney to make their money. So,
Yeah.
and then for the risks, of course, we got Slay,
The homie.
Head Step Exotics. We got Glizzy Squad, ENT
Yeah.
right here. And then we got my bro, Keys Constrictors, and of course,
Yeah.
Keisha.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Excuse me.
there we go.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see.
Okay. I don't know if you wanna go drop these sponsors real quick. But
Yeah, let's do the sponsor video so people can come in into the chats. And I also got a couple of news stories for
let's
this
do the
week.
news. You wanna do your news first?
Okay, yeah, we can do the news. A lot of stuff has happened in the past couple of weeks since our last show. I was supposed to say this last week, but I was on my rant and I forgot. But it's fitting because we have two in memoriams. Rest in peace, Asada Shakur, who passed away last week.
Oh yes.
And then this week, rest in peace to the legendary Dr. Jane Goodall. Everybody in the animal kingdom know who Jane Goodall is. She is an activist, professor, always trying to save the chimps and the apes. Released a bunch back into the wild. Rescued a lot in captivity from the time she was in her 20s all the way to today. And she passed away at the age of 91. For those who don't know, Asada Shakur was a civil rights activist, a Black Panther member, and the first woman to be on the FBI most wanted list. She actually was falsely accused of murder, and there were no evidence that she actually did it. But they tried to lock her up anyway, and The Black Panthers, along with other activists, helped her escape to Cuba, where she lived free up until her dying day. But she never stopped fighting for black liberation, for civil rights. Even while she was in Cuba, she kept writing. She wrote lots of books. She was just a great overall wonderful, wonderful leader. And so we lost two great, amazing women who fought for what they believed in, who was strong in their convictions. One was for civil rights, the other for animal rights, and the world will miss them both. We lost two beautiful, beautiful souls. So rest in peace, Asada Shakur, and rest in peace to Dr. Jane Goodall. In entertainment news, I'm not a sports fan. I don't care about sports, but I'm happy we got Bad Bunny for the Super Bowl. We
I'm glad
got
you're
Baby
happy. There's a lot of
Bunny.
people that's not happy, man. A lot of people that's not happy, and they all wear
They'll be
red hats.
alright.
They all wear
My
red
thing
hats.
is,
So,
my thing is, they were complaining about Kendrick Lamar, and they thought that Jay Z was gonna give in to their complaints. Nah, he decided to double down. He's like, "Oh, y'all was mad at that. Y'all thought that was too political. Oh, okay, bet." And so now we got, and for you people who don't understand because you slept in social studies and you just did not care or you didn't finish school, no, no, no offense to y'all, but Puerto Ricans are American. Puerto Rico is part of the
American
United States.
citizens.
Bad Bunny is an American citizen, so sucks to suck. Plus, y'all didn't have this same vitriol for the weekend, who is Canadian. I'm just saying. Anyways, or any of the British artists like the Beatles who performed at Super Bowl, and they're like, whatever. It is what it is. I'm happy,
People pick
baby.
and choose
Bad
what they're
Bunny
going to
is
be upset about.
performing.
People pick and choose what they want to be upset
Yeah.
about. This crazy.
Yes, I'm happy Bad Bunny is in the Super Bowl. I can't wait. And I hope he do everything in Spanish. I don't understand what the hell he be saying, but I be enjoying the music, especially his trap
Yeah,
style. I
yeah,
be enjoying it. I'll be doing what the
yeah.
hell that man saying, but it sounds sexy to me. So, so I'm excited about that.
I don't
In
know about the
other
sexy part,
news,
but I agree with the rest.
in other news, this just happened yesterday. Some people might be upset. Me, I am happy, but the Diddler is getting locked up. He's serving time. He got
Okay,
4 years and two
I'm a little
months.
upset. It should have been more
I wish it
time.
should. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
upset about
It
that.
should have been
I'm upset
longer.
about
It
that.
should have been
But
longer.
pause,
But
pause, pause. What you talking
oh,
about?
oh, pause.
But
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
look, I'm happy he got. I'm happy he got this time because they could have fucking and diddled us all and like
Yeah,
time served, let them fuck out, which would have been a big slap in
yeah,
the face of everybody. So they had to do something, but believe they're fucking happy as hell with that. I don't care if we crying shit. He is happy as fuck with that verdict because he got off lightly, fucking
yeah.
lightly.
It should have been 10 years or more, in my opinion. But
I thought the
it
judge
is
was
what it
gonna be
is,
7 though.
and
I was like, all right, the judge gonna like man up a little bit, man up a little bit with
yeah,
the 7. You know what I'm saying the judge gonna man up a little bit, and he gonna do 5 more years because he gonna like, but he'll do 3. We'll see if he do this
yeah.
3.
He will. We'll see. Yeah, because if he's a good boy, they might give him leniency and take
Mhm.
some shave some
Yeah, but
time off.
oh, he
But
did this and he did this, and oh, he organized this. Like, come on, no, he fucking didn't. But y'all can tell us any fucking thing.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. But it is what it is. And prayers and positive vibes go to Cassie and all his other victims. Because at the end of the day, whether y'all believe it was consensual or not, we saw that video where he beat the dog shit out of her for
Oh
trying to
yeah,
leave.
yeah. He still
So
he gave her
that's
30
none of
million,
going.
so he did some shit to her. Like she was still a victim.
Exactly.
He did some. She's a victim in some way, or maybe he just like, yo, keep your mouth shut. I'm saying, please, 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 please.
Exactly.
But she still did some
Exactly.
shit. Still, hey, you getting pissed on by? I'm sure the first couple times she's probably like, all right, nah. But it's just after a while, she's like, oh man, okay, this is life.
Exactly.
But he had to
Exactly.
break her down.
And
He
at
had to
the
break her down. He had to break her down to fucking enjoy that shit.
end of the day, he was in his 30s when they first got together. She was like 18 or 19. So
Yep,
the
had her
frontal
career in his
lobe,
hands. Had her career in his
yeah,
hands.
yeah, had her whole
Didn't
career in
even
his
give her a
hands. Would
career.
not release,
Didn't even give her. Didn't even give her a
wouldn't
career.
release her music. Wouldn't
Didn't even
release
give her a
her
fucking
music.
career.
kept promising, dangling like a carrot. Like it's manipulation. He was an evil, low down man, and I'm just happy he got some time, even though it's not enough, in my opinion. But and I know some Diddy fans are gonna be upset, but fuck y'all.
Yep.
Like at the end of the day, I don't
Y'all,
care.
y'all
I
dumb
don't
as fuck.
support abusers. I
Y'all
don't
dumb
support
as fuck.
abusers and none
Y'all
of that
dumb as
bullshit.
fuck. Y'all dumb as
Yep.
fuck.
Yep. And I put them in the same category as the folks who support Tory Lanez. Like, I'm sorry. Y'all are idiots. Y'all are idiots. Anyways, lastly, it's Halloween. A lot of horror is coming out, spooky season. So these are the movies that will be coming soon, but I'm not going to review them the month of October because we're doing the original versus remakes series. But Monster, the Ed Gein story on Netflix. I'm a little scared about that because lately Ryan Murphy, who I loved, especially with the first three seasons of American Horror Story, he has become the white gay Tyler Perry. And so it's like everything he comes up with now is starting to suck. I was not a fan of the previous Monster show, but at the same time, I'm kind of curious and interested on the Ed Gein story to see how far he's going to go with it and how much he's going to change from the actual true story. Because for those who don't know, Ed Gein is a real life man who actually existed, where basically his life is based loosely based off Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He was a grave digger, quote unquote, possible murderer. They don't know because they never really convicted him of an actual murder. They just convicted him of grave digging, robbing, and using skin to make furniture, which is creepy as it is. So we'll see how far Ryan Murphy goes with that story and how he tells that story. But that's coming to Netflix. The Strangers Chapter 2 is out this weekend. I will be seeing it eventually.
That shit
Um,
got like a
and
5 point something, bro. I'm like, ugh.
yeah, I'm kind of scared. It's not getting good reviews, but like I said, I like to watch things for myself
I feel you.
to see. But I'm a little scared of that one too. I am excited about the Black Phone too,
Oh
because
yeah,
the
yeah,
Black
yeah,
Phone
yeah,
was,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, the first
yeah.
one was pretty good, so I'm excited about that. Now this movie, I'm super excited, can't wait to watch, and I love the premiere photos that's been coming out lately on social media. But there is a movie called Good Boy, and it is a horror film, like a demonic horror film, like a haunted house horror film, but in the perspective of the person's dog. So you're not gonna watch it like a normal found footage or scary horror film from the human's perspective. You're gonna watch it from the dog's perspective. So you're gonna see the dog like trying to warn the humans, hey, it's some stuff going on around here. and we and
That's cool.
so yeah, and the premiere, the red carpet events, the interviews that's been coming out, they've been showcasing the actual dog actor, and that dog is so adorable. So I can't wait to see. And for those who are scared, they've already said the dog does not die. He's the main character. He does not die. Now, will the human die? We don't know. We'll figure that out when we watch the movie. But I'm excited to watch that as well. So those are all the new horror films that's coming out this month. And TV show. Ed Gein is a TV show. Um, so eventually, probably next month, I will come back and review those after we do our original versus remake series. And then also for you music lovers, Taylor Swift is out. I did listen to the first three songs. So far, they're good, but I'm not going to review that album until after October. So,
It's just you and Levance.
yeah, just be just
Levance.
listening to Taylor Swift. Oh no,
Levance.
KG like T Swift too. He trying
KG's
to sell her a
fucking
ball pipe. He trying to
KG.
sell her a ball python.
Yeah, that's it. He's just trying to sell ball pythons. That's it. But
Oh, but
let's get to the chat, and then anybody pop
yeah,
in during the commercials. You know what I'm saying
yeah. Let's see
we
who
got
all
Denise
up
in the
early
building
this morning.
first.
What up, Benna niece? Thank you for tapping in.
Tiger
Thank
in
you,
the
thank you.
building.
Tiger, what it do? Thanks for tapping in.
This lady.
Ah, the baddest DJ in the land. Thank
Yeah.
you for tapping in.
Some whiskey bomb. Look at Mitzi with the
Mitzi,
whiskey
thank you for
bombs.
tapping in. We appreciate you.
We got a weekend warrior in the building.
Oh, Daddy
Got to
Vinny.
blow the homie Vin Rock up.
Yes. Thank you for tapping in. And Vinny, that calico you sent me, that mail, he just ate last night. He and it was frozen thawed.
It's a double round of applause. So one for that motherfucker. Eat in, eat more, eat. And one for the
Yes,
weekend warrior.
yes.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Vinny. So yeah, the snake did eat last night.
We get back to the overlay. I saw some whiskey bombs, man. Cause I like whiskey bombs. I gotta throw that up there.
Yeah, 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 yeah. All the whiskey buns. We appreciate ya.
Oh,
Yeah,
the,
your internet hating,
the
Banner.
comments, the first comments, I think, the first comments disappear until we go live. Well, at least for us to do. I'm saying. We got to load this up for the homie Wiz when he pull up because we love the
Oh
leopard
yeah.
game.
Leopard.
Leopard game, yeah. Put those whiskey bombs up in there. Put the whiskey bombs up in there.
Yeah, we
Nah,
appreciate y'all.
it was just you. You unfortunately you and Banner glitching.
What up,
Everybody else
Chris?
was
Thanks for
Gucci,
tapping
bro.
in.
Everybody else was Gucci, bro.
Appreciate you for tapping in, Chris.
Sorry, but yeah, we appreciate this for real. We got Dope Boy in the building. What it do? What the business is?
What up, DJ Royal Caribbean? Thanks for tapping in.
Oh, that's a YouTube thing, bro. That's a YouTube. Like
Yeah, yeah, that's
YouTube
YouTube
thing.
being
It
crazy.
always does that shit. I'll be like,
They be
man, I
hating
gotta
on
leave and
us.
come back. Like I know it should started already. Cut it out.
Hmm.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
hashtag blame Wiz, even though it's YouTube.
Oh yeah, yeah. Blame Wiz though, for real. That's whose
We
fault it
gonna
is.
always blame Wiz regardless.
Yeah. All right. We glad. Yeah, we glad it happened to y'all too. Let it happen to y'all too, nobody else. That's how you want to keep it going. So y'all got to stick around so bad shit can happen to y'all and wrestlers be good. Oh yeah, I'm getting me some love too. Thank you, Mitzi. Hold on. Bam,
Yes,
bam.
appreciate.
That's me. That's me. That's me. I got hugs. That's what I'm talking about. I like hugs. So you know what I'm saying. Whoa. Oh, okay, good. I was paused like, what the hell are you talking about? I forgot we was talking about Diddy for a minute. You talking about you thought he was gonna get off, man. This ain't that type of show, you pervert. Talking about getting off, man. Damn, you gotta pay
I
extra.
actually did come on to talk a little bit about Diddy.
Okay, yeah, come
All right,
on.
get your Diddy on. No, don't get
There's a pattern with the people that he's been with. It wasn't just Cassie. It
Mm-mm.
was
Oh,
with
Kim
Kim
Porter, he fucking
Porter
kissed her.
Mm-hmm.
beforehand,
Yep,
and
she spoke about it.
Kim Porter, he got rid of her. You know how he got rid of her.
Good.
So
Exactly. He
Shout out to
took
her.
those
Leo and ran.
these types of high profile men,
Hi, baby.
With money and power and
you need to
manipulation.
do well checks on whoever they're with. I'd say
Hmm.
every 6 months or so, just to make sure, because they're very charismatic on the outside, but on the inside, they're totally different at home. And you'll
Yep.
never know. You'll never know. They train their partner like an animal by
Hmm.
intermittent recent reinforcement, withholding affection, silent treatment. It also becomes abusive after a while, physically abusive, um, uh, trying to dominate your personal space. Just it's a terrible thing to go through. So
Hmm.
you'll never
Facts.
know. You would never know it on the outside. The way Cassie was smiling and beautiful and happy, uh, it got to the point where she wasn't able to tell her story.
Yep. Facts. And also, we've all been there. Well, I can't speak for everybody. I've been there to where I witnessed some of the best people in the world, being good to me, but dog shitting their significant other or their kids or whatever. Like abusers don't just be evil to, I mean, abusers, they know who to be evil to. They know who to mess with. They might be good with one partner because they know that partner ain't gonna do shit. I mean, that partner ain't gonna go for shit. Like they'll fight them back. But the next partner might be a little bit more softer, more reserved, more mild, they know they can attack them. So when people like JT from the City Girls like, well, he didn't do anything to me. Well, first of all, y'all was only together for a couple of months, so you didn't give it time. Where he
She
was
was
with
in a she
Kathy
was
for
still
10
in a love
years.
bombing phase. So
Yeah, where he
she
was
was
with
getting a
Cassie
fake
for a
representative
whole
of
ass
what you can
decade.
have, what the life
Yes.
could be, but
Y'all
down
was
the
still in the
road,
honey. Exactly. Like,
you gonna pay for everything. Everything.
exactly. Like manipulators and abusers, they could be good to everybody in their life but the person that they with. It just happens. Some of y'all uncles used to beat the shit out of your auntie. Like, like, come on now. But that's your favorite uncle because he treated you well. Like it is what it is. So this, I just don't understand the logic of people who stick up for people like him, especially after that video came out. We see her trying to leave,
It's the
and she
public
got
persona. People
like,
are more willing to believe the public persona and not the mask. And if people really think about it, they've seen that mask slip, but they've ignored it.
cause
And if
he
you've
would try to
ignored
pick
that
fights with
mask, then
he tried to
you
pick fights with so many artists. Like they said he peed on Drake in a club. Like he it was one Halloween party. It was a couple of years ago. He was dressed as the Joker for Halloween. They outside of a club and he almost picked a fight with another artist because that artist didn't recognize it was him. And they
Said
got
he
confused. It was
was
like,
last
yo, bro,
time.
like
Before he even got
like he
famous, he was the reason why people got killed in that when he was promoting that fucking party. That was
oh
the first
yeah.
fucking thing. And then that shit happened with Shine. Threw that shit under the fucking rug. He got away with that shit, went under Shine. So he told people who he was at the very beginning. He just every time he did some shit, he changed his name right afterwards. It's like, oh, it's like this is a new person now because he went from Puff Daddy to Puffy Combs, Puff Daddy, just
Yeah,
Puff,
he changed his
Diddy.
names every
He
six
just
months.
kept changing his fucking names every time he did some fuckboy shit. And he's like, oh, okay. It's a new iteration of him. So he's a different person. Nah, he's still the same fucking person. He just got more
And
money
then
now.
and did try to come out with brother love. Like you are
Brother
the you
fucking
are
love.
you are the
Brother
antithesis
fucking
of
love.
love. Like no,
their
you are
their
manipulating.
words never ever match what really is, but their words sound so good, you're gonna believe it. You're gonna believe it because it sounds good. But
Hmm.
just be careful, y'all. Be careful out there. There's so many Diddies on all different levels. If Diddy was like somebody, like you said, your uncle beating on your acting one way in front of everybody and different at home. It's on so many levels and not just rich people. He only got away with it like that because he's rich.
Yep, that part, that part. But
All
yeah,
right, y'all. Just be careful out there. These narcissists in their masks, they out there. It's not just Diddy.
no, it's
Keep your
not.
eyes open.
Yeah.
Hmm. Thanks, Keisha. Appreciate you. So let's go ahead. Oh, I don't know if I said hey to Coach. Thank you, Malik's Freaks. Thank you for tapping in. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. But let's go ahead and hit our channel sponsors and thank the people who support the Whiskey Bum Network.
Let's go. Give me a second. There we go.
Banana Bread Royals demonstrates that taking risks leads to incredible rewards. Their work with hypo is outstanding, and the way they combine it with their Wookiee line is truly unparalleled. The interaction with other genes like Blackhead and Stranger produces breathtaking, one-of-a-kind animals. Be sure to follow them on Morph Market and Instagram. LINDWRYM Exotics specializes in a multitude of reptiles such as ball pythons, duemoral boas, coastal rosy boas, and false water cobras, to name a few. They are dedicated to providing the public with well-adjusted animals with superior quality. Follow them on Instagram and Morph Market. Black Box Reptile Cages should be your go-to for high-quality reptile enclosures and rack systems. They offer versatile hatchling and adult racks that work with both Vision and Freedom Breeder tubs, as well as a wide range of terrestrial, arboreal, and bioactive cages. Located in Beaufort, Georgia, Black Box Reptile Cages offers local pickup as well as ship and freight. Check them out at blackboxcages.com and use code WhiskeyBomb25 for 5% off. Selected Reptiles works with a wide range of genetic combos, including hypo-VPI-xanthic, DG-VPI-xanthic, and zebra, but where they stand out is their work with monsoon, monarch, sunset, and other high-end morphs. In addition to reptiles, they produce premium feeder rodents delivering to Florida, Georgia, and North and South Carolina. Make sure to use promo code WhiskeyBomb5 for 5% off any snake. Check them out on Wolf Market or reach out directly. From fur to feathers, Fuzzy Acres has your feeder needs covered. Whether you're looking for frozen rats, bulk rabbits, or harder to find feeders like quail and guinea pigs, they've got the stock serious keepers rely on. Visit fuzzyacres.com for clean, healthy feeders that are frozen and shipped with care. Remember to use code WhiskeyBomb10 to save 10% on any order, and as always, enjoy free shipping on all orders over $300. Grant and Mary of Rec Room Snakes have been breeding ball pythons and Woma pythons for over a decade. They're staples within the ball python realm and most notably known for their work with the paint mutation and putting it to multiple codoms and recessives to truly unlock its potential. Please give them a follow on Morph Market to check out their incredible animals and on Instagram to keep up with their projects.
And we bike.
Coach's birthday's November 7th, so we got about a month to shop. Snakes are an amazing birthday gifts. He has a wish list. So we all get
Coach,
prepared.
you are hilarious. Let me guess.
Save
That
some
wish
money for
list is
Coach.
HRA. Anywho, let's go ahead and get started on the first verses of the month of originals versus remakes. Today we are doing The Exorcist, a classic in horror. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Demonic possession movies don't do shit for me. It never really scared me. Maybe because I was raised religious and they tried to throw that, devil on you a lot to the point to where I'm like, y'all, like humans are devils. So I ain't afraid of no spirit. But for some reason, The Exorcist, the original, the 1973, did have some scenes in there. I vividly remember seeing as a child that kind of freaked me out. Especially with the whole Reagan rising above the bed and head twisting and all the other stuff. But rewatching that movie as an adult, I forgot how much of things. I forgot a lot of stuff that happened before the actual Exorcist part. So this movie was technically like a slow burn. It was more like a drama than it was horror. Watching it as an adult, like it took some time before it even got to the Exorcist part. Um, the Exorcist 1973 is a supernatural horror film directed by William Friedkin, based on William Peter Blatty's novel. So it's actually a book first before it became a film. And it's about demonic possession of a young girl, Reagan, and the subsequent attempt to save her through exorcism performed by two priests. So with the synopsis, with the trailers, with everything, you would think this is a story about a girl being possessed and her mom trying to save her. But in reality, when you watch the movie in its totality, it's really about someone having a crisis of faith, which is the priest. In when you really think about it, one of the priests is really the main character, because in the beginning of the film, he was struggling with his faith. He was struggling with his life and believing in God, even though he was a priest. And it took this all these events and him trying to save Reagan for him to pretty much come back to believing, basically. Um, and so the whole story is really about a doubter, someone who was religious, was losing their religion, and then came back to their religion. Um, and it makes sense because the author William Friedkin, who wrote the novel, he was Catholic.
April
Um,
20th, 420. Boom, 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 boom. Missy's birthday.
Uh,
What a J.
um, and so, but the movie itself, it is watching it, rewatching it again as an adult. It is more of a slow burn. However, it wasn't boring. The pacing still worked. It still was very the way it was written, from beginning to end, the way it flowed, it really was amazing story to watch. um watch these characters go through
That
what
explains
they're going
everything,
through.
Coach. Explains everything.
Let's see. And then another positive about the original that I really love is that they had practical effects. It wasn't no crazy CGI. When Reagan was demonic, it was actually makeup. It was actually, with the head twisting, they actually had like a robot or like a dummy doll that they had to do everything. The rising of the bed actually shaking and going up and down was actually real machinery, to the point that the actress actually fractured her back during the taping. Like, they really legit hurt that child by accident. It was a freak accident, but it wasn't no CGI. It was practical effects. Everything just worked perfectly, and it's still, the whole movie magic. It still made it look believable. Let's see. It was more psychological than it was like jump scares. That's another positive to this the original. And like I said, it takes its time to build up. It established the rules. Actually, The Exorcist established all the rules that now every demonic possession movie follows. Every movie that's ever came out about demon possessed Catholics, all this other stuff, exorcising, they all got the rules from The Exorcist, establishing how you exorcise a demon out of a person. And you actually cared about the characters. You cared about Reagan. You cared about her mom. You cared about the two priests, up until the point to where the priest, who was the main character, and spoiler alert, because this has been out since the 70s, when he finally sacrifices himself to save Reagan, you actually feel that tug at your heart, because you like, dang, I wanted everybody to survive. I wanted him to live, but once he went from doubting God to believing, and was like, look, just take me, leave her alone, take me. And then when the demon leaves Reagan to go to him, he sacrificed himself and jump out the window to kill him and the demon. So Pazuzu. And so it just, you really cared about the characters, and that's what makes this film so unique. It wasn't your It started the whole subgenre of demon possessions. It made the rules that every film follows after that, and you actually cared about the characters. The remake, however, it's like, fuck all this. We're the which who who tried to make a trilogy. And this remake was supposed to be the beginning of that. It was like, let's just do blood, and we're gonna have two best friends who both get demon possessed, and they're gonna do stupid shit, and they're gonna say wow stupid shit just for no reason. The acting wasn't so bad in the remake, but the pacing and writing was bad. The dialogue was bad. Yes, some of the stuff that Reagan said in the original, if you listen to it now, you like whatever, kid, like shut the fuck up, like what? Time at the time in the 70s, it was like, oh, I can't believe the little kid. He like what threw up all over folks. Yeah. Oh, but in the remake, the dialogue is so cheesy, so corny, so whack. When these characters are trying to say some profound things to each other, like the dad of one of the little girls, You know, he's the non-believer, he's the doubter, he's the atheist, and he's like, "Oh, you Christians want to do," when he have his grand speech about Christianity and religion, which I agree with him, but the dialogue and how he says it and what he says, it's like, man, this sounds like a PSA. Like, this sounds like it's just stupid. Like, what the fuck? Like, it doesn't sound like a real person actually said this in a conversation with someone else. Um, Bad decisions all around, from the parents of the girls to the priests. And it was several different priests. They went to a voodoo priestess, they went to a Catholic priest, they went to multiple different pastors of different religions to help exorcise. Like, they built the Avengers of exorcism. And that's another thing that I hate about this remake. The exorcism part was like 5-10 minutes of the movie.
Oh
Like, they
wow.
rushed through it. They rushed through that shit. So you're building the Avengers. You're collecting this voodoo priestess here, this Catholic priest there, this evangelical here. You're collecting all these different pastors to help you do this grand exorcist to save these two girls, and they about wiped everybody out in like 2 seconds. Like, it was stupid. And then you tried to bring back the mom of Reagan from the original movie. They tried to bring her back for a glorified cameo, and that was pointless. Like, what was the point of bringing her back? There was no point. Just to say, hey, look who we got. Look who's still alive from the first
Mm.
movie that we brought.
Oh wow.
So she just got a check for maybe an hour of shooting,
Damn.
basically. Like what the
Damn.
like, it meant nothing to the story, and she meant nothing to the story. It was just, you could tell with this remake, because we will further along this month talk about other horror film remakes that were made a lot better because the people who made it actually cared about the original source material. You could tell that this was just a cash grab. They was just like, hey, Blumhouse, like, hey, we just bought the rights to The Exorcist, so let's just make a trilogy out of it for this new generation. And they did not care about the original source
Mm.
at all. And it was a shame. Like, you didn't care. I didn't care about none of the two girls. One girl, she's possessed, and I thought they were, the way the story was told, like, one parent of one girl is an atheist because, in the beginning, and I don't care about spoiling this because y'all need to go watch it. In the beginning, he had to choose between his daughter or his wife. They was like, one of them is gonna die, so you got to make a choice. So he made a choice to save the child, save the baby, let the mom die, whatever, childbirth, whatever. um and so he was like, I don't believe in God, because why would a guy make me do all this, blah blah blah. The other child's parents was super overly religious. They were like, we believe in God, all this other stuff. So I thought that this movie was going to go to where both parents were gonna you was gonna follow both parents going through this crisis of faith and going through this together. And it went nowhere. The story went nowhere. It led up to nothing. Even with the main character, Leslie Odom Jr.'s character, crisis of faith, because he goes from an atheist to, I guess they tried to write it to where he became a believer at the end, but really it didn't. It just, you did not care about none of these characters. You did not care about the kids. You did not care about the parents. Like I said, the dialogue was shitty. It was just, and then again, you built up this exorcist scene that amounted to nothing. At least in the original, the 1973, half the movie was the priest trying to save Reagan. Half the movie was the whole entire exorcist, the exorcising, trying to get this demon out. The two men are trying to figure out, how can we save this girl? And in the remake, it was literally 10 minutes of the movie, like the last 10 minutes. And one guy, one priest, you thought he was gonna come save the day, and they just snapped his neck all crazy. And I was like, really? They made this grand scene like he was about to save the day. And it was just so slapstick comedy. It was BS. I do not recommend the 2023 Exorcist from Blumhouse. And they claim it's going to be a trilogy. I doubt it, because this film bombed hard at the box office when it came out. It was panned from critics and viewers alike. It sucked, and rightfully so. It was a bad. You could tell these filmmakers was just trying to make a movie just to make a movie, just because they had the rights, just because they had the name. They did not care about the original source material. So, as you could tell by this review, the original definitely wins versus the remake. Now, there will be a film that I talk about later this on where I personally love the remake more than the original, but we'll get to that when it comes. But there, e- there are some remakes that are warrant having. This is not one of them. One, because there's been so many demon possessed movies since the original Exorcist that could not capture what the Exorcist did. And also the original Exorcist, they had two sequels. No, they had three sequels directly after this, and they all sucked. With the original cast, like they brought Reagan back and everything. So if they couldn't even make a better movie from the original, what makes you think any of these other people? I don't care what director you give it to, and I'm saying this with my full chest. You could have gave it to Ryan Coogler. You could have gave it to you could have gave it to Jordan Peele. You could have gave it to Mike Flanagan, and everybody know I love Mike Flanagan. I don't think anybody will be able to capture the original Exorcist. That's just my personal opinion. I just don't think anybody today, because one, it was written by an actual Catholic who wasn't afraid to make the main characters non-believers, but did not make that in the original, make that they did not make the non-believer a bad guy. Like, oh, you're wrong for not believing in God. They did not do that. They did not guilt trip the non-believer. They made them sympathetic. Like, I understand why you don't have faith, why you don't believe, because of how the cards were dealt with you. It's just you can't touch that original. And the writer, the I feel like the original writer, William, he would probably roll over in his grave if he saw this 2023 Peter William Peter Blatty. If he saw what his original creation, what his book became in 2023, oh my gosh, he would flip tables over. Like, this is just, it sucks. Go watch the original. Don't even worry about watching the sequels to the original because they suck too. Just stick with the original. Leave it as it is. Don't touch it anymore. Pause. It's it's
Stigmata was. I like Stigmata. I think that came out when I was like in
Stomata.
high
I don't
school.
think I watched it. I don't
It's
think I watched
old.
it. I
It's
think I
super
missed it.
old. I think I was in high school when it came out.
Yeah, I
It
think
was
I
good though.
yeah, I missed that.
You
I
should
did
watch
not
it.
watch that. Okay, I'm gonna put that on my list to watch. Stomata. Okay, but yeah, the Exorcist. Just leave it like it is. Leave it alone. Don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Just let the original be the original, and their remake is garbage. It's garbage. I wouldn't even give it a 1 out of 10. And I think I reviewed it when it first came out, and I hate it more after I rewatched it this week. I hate it more than I did when I watched it the first time. Because I think because I watched the original first. I watched the original, then I watched the remake back to back, and that was a bad. I should not have did that because
Uh,
I hate
99
it.
came out 2 years after I graduated high school.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I missed that.
It's
I
a
wasn't.
six
I
point
was a
nine
baby
seven.
or
So
a kid.
yeah, yeah, he was a little cat. So yeah, decent.
I was a little cat.
It's watchable. Maybe I watch.
But yeah, but that is my versus of the Exorcist original versus remake. Just stick with the original. Fuck that remake. It's
Fuck that remake.
trash. It's horrible. Fuck that remake. And if they come out, because they still claim they're doing a trilogy. If they come out with the next two, I doubt it's gonna get any better, especially if they keep the same writers and directors. Leave it where it is, Blumhouse. Just let it go. Just let it go. Or make it into a TV series where you can have better pacing and expand it more. Get a brand new cast, a brand new story, and make it a mini TV series if you're trying to get your money back since you bought the rights to it. I feel like the pacing is one of his biggest scenes, and get new writers and directors because the dialogue sucks. Like better pacing might be able to save it if you make it to a TV show, but I doubt that. Just leave it as it is. So yeah,
And that it is.
in this versus, the original win. Next week. I did message Keisha, so let me go back to that text so I know. Next week, we will be doing two verses, two voices. We're gonna do Nightmare on Elm Street,
Oh,
original versus remake, and the Twilight Zone TV show, original versus remake. So we got two for two.
they got a remake for Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, they did one. Yeah, it already happened. Yeah, they already did a remake of it.
Oh shit.
Matter of fact, let me go back and see when it came out. I think I was, let's see, because it was a different guy that wasn't Robert Englund as Freddy.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Yeah, it came out a couple of
Damn it. They don't want me to hear
yeah,
it.
2010. It came out 2010.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, we will definitely talk about that one as well. And then the Twilight Zone TV show. Y'all know I love me some Twilight Zone, so we're gonna talk about that versus the remake that Jordan Peele tried to bring back. I think it was on HBO Max. I can't remember what streaming service had bought their rights, or no, it was Netflix. So we will talk about those originals versus remakes and how I feel about both of them, Freddy Krueger and the Twilight Zone. And then we'll tell you the rest later on this month that we have on the docket. Let's see.
Oh,
But
5 point.
thank y'all so much for tapping in later on today. These old heads are talking sports.
About an hour. About an hour. Yeah, we
Right
gonna
after
talk
the buzzer, or yeah, after the buzzer show.
way past the buzzer.
Way past the buzzer, yes. Y'all in these long titles. I gotta be flipping words. Way past the buzzer. And then later on tonight we have Wiz with sophisticated ignorance. So party with us later on this evening. Then tomorrow, another super weekend warrior day. We have Everyday Keepers with Father Don. We have the Snake Entertainment television.
Snakes, people, reptiles.
Yeah, Snakes People Reptiles Entertainment um show with Fred and AJ. Tap into that, get into some of these races, some of these shows. And then we got the geriatric crew with Breeding for the Future. Who y'all guess on tomorrow night?
We got Eternal Morphs.
Eternal Morphs. Nice. And don't forget, y'all, next weekend is Tinley. A lot of people will be in Tinley. I won't be in Tinley. I'll be chilling because I'm broke. But the rest of most of the Whiskey Bum Network will be in Tinley. So it will be a fun time. But don't worry, shows are still going on. The shows must go on. We'll have a lot of fun and it's gonna be a great time. Tune in every day of the week of the Whiskey Bum Network. You never know what's gonna happen. Some days we have multiple shows a day, but always tap in. Shout out to the replay gang, hashtag replay gang. We love y'all who watch. All you busters, all you people who hide with your burner accounts. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all
We
for tapping
appreciate
in.
y'all.
Thank y'all for going to both channels that these videos are streamed on and liking,
It
commenting, and
was
subscribing.
3 channels today.
Yeah. So thank y'all. We appreciate y'all who always go to each channel and hit that like button and comment hashtag replay gang. We appreciate y'all. Again, we appreciate the sponsors. We appreciate all y'all tuning into the live. And in the words of the prophet, call your mother, call your peoples, tell them that you love them. Tomorrow's not promised. Oh, Keisha, you're muted. Can't hear you.
If there's any Kim Porters or Cassies out there and you feel like you cannot talk to someone because the person that you with just seems like you're not going to be able to do anything about it. Listen, you're not alone. You are not the small person that that person wants you to believe you are. You can talk to me. You know what my inbox is. If you have anything that you need to talk about, come to me. Don't wait and be Kim Porter. Don't wait and be Cassie because the outside looks good and the inside is not. Listen, you deserve better. And if you need help, you want to talk to somebody, you know where I'm at.
Facts, facts. Thank you, Keisha. Thank
Beautiful.
you. And also October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So support those women who are fighting that horrible disease. Support everybody who fights cancer. The survivors, the people who did not survive, the people who are just diagnose everybody. And there are plenty of organizations that raise money for cancer research. You can support them, or you can support people directly who go through things, and who have GoFundMe pages and stuff like that. And for those who lost their battle to cancer, we all know them. Reach out to their loved ones, reach out to their families, reach out to, just let them know you love them, you thinking of them, and they're in your prayers, because all of us know somebody, anybody who's been affected by cancer. So remember, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And yeah, let's go out and have a great day, a great weekend. Again, call your mothers, call your sisters, call your brothers, call your best friends, call your cousin twice removed. But whatever you do, don't call that ex. We love y'all. And get the fuck off Prophet's phone.
Let's
Peace.
go.